Ukraine's President Viktor Yanukovych announced a possible deal to end protests and violence Friday, but tension remains in the capital Kiev as the government and protesters clearly don't trust each other yet. A warning, some of the video in this piece is difficult to watch.
Ukraine's president offers early elections as a solution to the violence sweeping his country. His concession causes tempers in parliament to boil over as politicians clash over the best way to resolve the crisis.
Violent protests and standoffs with riot police left more than 70 dead this week, despite a ceasefire late Wednesday into Thursday. Yanukovych and opposition leaders have now officially signed the deal. Still, even as Yanukovych announced the proposal, other European leaders who were in on the negotiations, like the Polish Prime Minister, voiced skepticism.
He says we cannot say with all certainty that the worst-case scenario has been avoided. The threats are still there. So it appears that the protest leaders are not happy with the deal.
Protests began in November when the former Soviet states spurned a deal with the European Union and instead took a bailout from Russia, though the protests only turned violent last month. One of the protest leaders and former boxer, Vitaly Klitschko, spoke in the country's parliament Friday.
What is happening now in Kiev, what's happening now in Ukraine is frightening. No one could have imagined that this could happen in our motherland, a Ukrainian going against a Ukrainian. Why? Because the authorities are trying to set people against one another.
The Washington Post reports Yanukovych's political party announced a transitional government would be in place within 10 days, along with elections in December. The paper noted elections 10 months away is the most likely negotiation point to send the country back into chaos because protesters want Yanukovych out of office immediately. They say they won't leave Independence Square until he's gone. For some perspective, the Wall Street Journal tweeted this comparison image early Friday morning of Independence Square before and after protests. For Newsy, I'm Cliff Judy.